Hi, this is Coach Jim Johnson, and I was a high school basketball coach for over 30 years. And after having a very difficult start where I got fired from my first job, I was able to turn my career around. In my last 23 years, we didn't have one losing season. I ended up with over 400 career wins and won 6 Section 5 championships as a varsity coach. But through this, I called it my success journey. And from another famous, the late John Wooden, the famous UCLA coach, he said this statement that I've tried to follow in my life is when you're through learning, you're through. So the question today in this video is, do you have your own personal growth plan? Now that I've made the transition from coaching to becoming a full-time speaker and workshop leader, I ask that question to people in my travels often, and I usually get a puzzling look. What's a personal growth plan? I'm going to give you 3 suggestions on what I do on a daily basis to get you to think and to stimulate you to start your own personal growth plan. My personal growth plan is I want to at least give myself 60 minutes of feeding my mind. How do I do that? Point number 1 is I read every day. My goal is to try to read for at least 30 minutes each day. And what a valuable way to add to your mind. You can learn from people that have done what you want to accomplish because they've put in a book. It might have taken them years to be successful, and you can learn it in such a short period of time by making reading a consistent part of your growth plan. Number 2 is make your automobile a library on wheels. What do I mean by that? That means that when you're driving in your car, that you're constantly having CDs that have inspirational, motivational, or educational ideas in your car. Because you can learn so much while you're driving. You can learn a foreign language. You can learn how to become a better leader, how to become a better speaker. There are so many different things you can learn in your car just by consistently, instead of putting the radio on, putting a CD to keep educating yourself. And the third point I want to share with you is what I call the 2-for-1. And that is, I'm not a big fan of housework, doing the dishes or cutting the grass or many different things. But I found when I put my iPod in that has some kind of inspirational or motivational or educational speaker on it, that it really changes my mindset because I'm learning even though I'm doing a task that I don't enjoy that much. So find different ways that you can feed your mind, even in activities that maybe you don't care for, like doing the dishes. And then I want to give you a bonus tip. This is something I've started later in life, but I found it's really powerful. And that is to develop and get involved with at least one mastermind group. What is a mastermind group? That's a group of like-minded people. And you could do it by meeting on a regular basis if there are people in your area. Or in my case, I'm usually doing it by phone because my mastermind group involves people from all over the country. So I am finding different ways to get feedback and information from people that have great minds. And by doing these regular phone calls or meetings, you can learn so much. You can bring scenarios up. You can bring questions, challenges. You can share ideas as well, so you feel like you're an important member of the group. But it is such a powerful thing. So if you have not started that, I highly recommend that you start a mastermind group. Now, my challenge to you, do you have your own personal growth plan? I've given you some ideas to stimulate you. Now it's your turn to put your personal growth plan into action.